Okay, well, welcome. So I will introduce myself and then I'll pass the baton over to Anthony for a minute. But Michael Coldesina with Sports Travel and Tours, and very happy to be the first half host for the Classic and the Triple Play. And then Anthony is going to be the second half host for those two trips and the host for the Chicago Express. Um, I've been with the company since 2011, which still makes me kind of the newbie on the block because everyone else has been there longer than I have, which speaks a lot about the company. Nobody wants to leave. It's a great company to work for. But let me introduce you to Anthony, and he can tell you about himself a bit.
Yep. So was with the company for, I don't know, I started about 2005. I lasted about 6 years, then I took a little hiatus. Went to find myself, and I found myself back about 6 years later. Uh, Been there the last 10 years, enjoying myself. Me and Michael do a lot of the work behind the scenes, but our passion is people. So to go out on the road, to hang out and have fun with everybody, that's the best part of the job. That's why we do what we do. We suffer a lot for just sitting back and creating fun for other people, but when we can go on the road, that's our best. That's when you'll see us at our best. So, ignore the video. I'm better in person.
Yeah, Joe and Janine, I think, already put up with me last year, so now they get round two.
Yes.
Yes,
So,
actually, we're looking forward to it.
yeah, Michael's the best. So you guys are in good hands. And then by the time you get to me, you'll be veterans. You don't need any help. So I'll just be there. Yeah.
All right, so the fact that everybody's here, they've received the final document link. Hopefully, you've had a chance to go through everything. We're just going to go through the itinerary. If you have any questions, please go ahead and ask them. You can either ask them when we get to that point in the itinerary, or if you'd like to wait until the end, either way, we'll stay as long as needed to make sure all of the questions are answered. Um, so you've got my cell phone number here. So if you have any questions once the trip actually starts, please use that number. If it's before departure, so before June 12th for the Classic or for the Triple Play, just please call the office. You'll still probably get myself or Anthony anyway, but at least if we're not there, someone in the office will be able to answer the questions. So you need to arrive in Boston by 4 p.m. And let me open up the full details there. We're staying at the Sheraton Boston, which is a great location, great hotel. I've been there a number of times. My favorite Sheraton Boston experience was probably 20 years ago, long before I worked for Sports Travel and Tours. Got in at about 12:30 in the morning, hadn't eaten since about 3, and ordered what was the best bowl of New England clam chowder I think I've ever had in my life. And then I ate it at the desk there in my room, overlooking the city of Boston, and it was just spectacular. So we're not going to be. Hopefully, nobody's getting in at 12:30 in the morning. But if you want a good bowl of soup, they make an excellent chowder. So at 5:30 p.m., I'll be set up in the hotel lobby. You'll be able to meet me. There'll be some additional things that we'll be giving out at that point in time. And then we're going to head to the trip reception at 6 p.m., which is just a very short walk away, just be a few minutes. And then the rest of the evening is at leisure. There's plenty to see and do within a very short walk of the Sheraton Boston. And if you're really intrepid, it's actually also very close to the Boston T. It's kind of a subway. It's kind of a light rail. It's kind of a unique system, but you can get anywhere in the Boston area on the T. Friday, June 13th, which I will mention in advance, is my wife's birthday, and it keeps a long-standing tradition of me being at some work event for my wife's birthday or our anniversary, which is usually right around when Hall of Fame weekend is. So, um, you know, wish my wife a happy birthday on that Friday when you see me. We're going to start out after breakfast at the hotel. We're going to walk just a short walk to pick up the Boston Duck Tour. This is a great way to see Boston and a lot of the different sites. You'll totally love it. And by the time we're done, we'll be able to grab lunch on our own. There's the Prudential Center. There's a lot of places where you can get a nice bite to eat and still get back to the hotel if you want to take some time to relax and freshen up before walking over to Fenway Park for our stadium tour. This is a great stadium tour. It's probably just as good as the one you get at Yankee Stadium, except that they can't say that they're 27-time world champions as they do in New York. After the Fenway Park tour, we'll stay there. We'll be ready for the game time, and this is a real treat for everyone. One of the best rivalry matchups you have in baseball, Yankees and Red Sox. I was fortunate enough to see Yankees Red Sox years ago at the old Yankee Stadium. So I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like in Boston, and I don't think I'll be disappointed. Saturday, we are off to Cooperstown after breakfast. It'll be about a 2.5 hour, possibly 3 hour drive. We'll make a stop somewhere in between to stretch our legs, use the facilities if we need to. Then we'll have time to explore Cooperstown. We'll give you your memberships at that point. And the nice thing is we're staying right in Cooperstown, within walking distance of the Hall of Fame and Main Street.
Cool.
It's going to be a great experience, so that you can come and go as needed. The evenings at leisure, you might want to head down to the waterfront and check that out. There's a great restaurant down there. And also, I think they should be running. There's a boat that does a nice scenic 1 hour cruise on Glimmerglass Lake. Sunday, the 15th, still in Cooperstown. We have the whole day at leisure to explore. Breakfast is at the hotel. And then on Sunday morning, we will pack up, and after breakfast, we'll start our drive to New York City. When we get to New York City, it's going to be about a 3.5 to 4 hour drive, and we will break that up along the way. And when we get to the hotel, when we get to the Hyatt Grand Central, Anthony will be there to meet us, and we'll kind of pass the baton to Anthony, and then I will head back and get back to the office, and Anthony will take you the rest of the way home.
Yeah, so I will be at the hotel waiting for you guys to arrive. Me and Michael will be in sync. We're not dancing or singing, but we'll be in sync. So we will say goodbye to Michael, and I will be your guide for the next few days. I grew up in New York City, Brooklyn, all that stuff, so I know the city pretty well, and I can give you tips and where to eat and all that good stuff. Um, Depending on what time you guys arrive, I don't know if the rooms will be ready yet. So the plan for the day is a hop on and off bus tour. So if the rooms are ready, we can check in. If they're not, they can hold your luggage for us. And I walk. It's about a 5 or 10 minute walk. We walk down to Broadway, and we'll hop on and off buses, and it goes all downtown. It stops at the 9/11 memorial, shows you Wall Street, shows you the top of Times Square. And the good thing about it is, if you see something you like, you can hop off, and the next bus will be within 20 minutes. You can jump back on the bus and go in circles. So we can talk about that as we get when we get there. That can last as long as you want it to last. I mean, it can go 2 hours on the whole circle, or you could just do stop somewhere and jump off because you really want to see it. Um, and then we get back and you have the evening to yourself in New York City, which is great. We're located down by Grand Central, but it's a short walk to Times Square where there's a lot of tourist stuff. And like I said, I'll give you a quick little tour around the area to show you good places to eat, or look for stuff you need to buy or anything like that. Um, so that brings us to Tuesday. If you can scroll it up for me, pal. All right. So again, we have breakfast on our own. New York City, breakfast at a hotel is ridiculously overpriced, and you get like a cup of coffee and a runny egg, for $60. So instead, there's lots of coffee shops and delis around the neighborhood just to get, again, a coffee or a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. It's a very very New York thing to eat. And then around 3:30, we're going to depart. And this time we're going to try something different. We're going to take the subway. So we're going to gather everybody up. We're going to get on the subway. Getting to the game on the subway is very simple, especially at that time of day. It's going to be an empty train. We won't be hitting much of the rush hour group. We're going to go up to Yankee Stadium, and we have what they call a pregame tour. So usually the tours are in the morning. We have one that goes right before the game starts. So once this tour is over, we'll go right into the ballpark. We'll be in the ballpark for the Yankees-Angels game. Mike Trout's back, and he's playing great, so that gives us something to watch. Mike Trout and Aaron Judge. So that's a fun little matchup.
Yeah.
From there, I'm going to scroll up. Michael, if you can scroll that for me. You got the controls? All right. The next morning, those of you on the triple play, we say goodbye. You guys are, going home or staying, extending your trip. We would, thank you. We'll hope you had a great time. But those of us who are on the full classic are going to fly to Chicago to meet our Chicago Express folks as well. So on Thursday, the 19th, I need you to scroll up for me, pal. All right, keep going. Okay. So we're going to fly out Wednesday. We're going to get to Chicago. I'm going to meet all of my favorite people and we're going to have dinner. Let me hold on for a second. All right, sorry. Right. So I'm going to meet everybody at 5:30. Those of you who are meeting in Chicago, we're going to meet at 5:30 in the hotel. And about 10 minutes down the road is Harry Caray's seventh inning stretch. And it's got a sports museum attached to it, so you can look at that after we eat. So we'll have a little meal, get to know each other a little bit, and tell some baseball stories. And then Chicago's a strange city because both games are day games. So you have a lot of free time at night to explore the city a little bit more, which is a lot to do in the area. Again, we'll show you that stuff when we get to Chicago. But the first day we're going to go in the morning at 10:30. We're going to depart. We have a little shuttle van that we hired to drive our little group, take us to Guaranteed Rate Field, see the White Sox, Cardinals White Sox game. We get back to the hotel. You have the evening on your own. Enjoy dinner. Enjoy walking the streets and checking out Chicago. And then Friday after breakfast, we depart for a tour of Wrigley Field, which is one of the oldest ballparks. So it's a great one to check out, especially because we're going to stay there. And again, we're going to go to the 1 o'clock game. Nothing like a Friday 1 o'clock game in Chicago. And that's really it. After that, we go back to the hotel again. You have a Friday night in Chicago, and this trip ends. This is a quick trip, and Saturday we say goodbye. I know that we have game tickets, and I know some of us we've had problems. So I can call anybody who has a problem with any tickets, and we can go through it. And to be honest, worst comes to worst, I have all the tickets on my phone. I can just keep them on my phone and get you into any games that you're having problems with. So I think we might have some problems, with any games. Just again, I can reach out to you guys tomorrow, or we could talk when this call, is wrapping up. But that's really it. This is like I said, it's a nice trip. You get to see, Boston, Cooperstown, New York, and Chicago. I mean, those are four classic baseball towns to be in. So, I hope and I know I talk fast. I gave you a lot of information, but if you have any questions now, just, I don't know, just yell it out and we can, give you guys any time you need at this point.
I have a question. Calvin Reed.
Yes.
We're going to be arriving a little bit late. We're not getting into Boston until 6 p.m. I don't see where that's a problem. I'll miss the little get together, but should I call when I get in, or what would be the right thing to do?
So Calvin, does your flight arrives at 6 p.m.?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to just text me that, hey, our flight's arrived, and then maybe text me again when you get to the hotel. I'll meet you at in the lobby, and anything that I was giving out earlier, I'll make sure that you get at that point.
All right. Sounds good. Listen, I took my 12-year-old son on a similar trip, and he's now 34. And now I'm taking my 10-year-old grandson, and he's excited as he can be.
Oh, nice.
That's great. That's going to be a fun trip.
Excellent. All right. Any other questions?
We've got one question, maybe.
Sure.
We're getting into Boston a day early, so I just want to confirm that we do have a hotel for that day. We're supposed to. I assume we do.
Yeah. If you did that through us, then you're definitely confirmed.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be arriving the night before too. So if you do have any issues, just use the phone number that's there for me directly, because I'll be on site.
Okay, I'm sure it'll be fine. Just to go along with the last comment, we have 4 daughters. I've taken each of the daughters on trips like this, but my daughters, unfortunately, they're approaching 50 now. Mm-hmm. So 45 to 50. So it's been a while, but we've done a number of trips with sports travel and tours, and it's great. We enjoy doing them. So it's been 20 years since we have, but we've enjoyed many of them.
Welcome back.
I was going to say, you guys don't look like you could have kids that are that old. Holy cow.
Oh, the video doesn't show the truth.
And Dick, just so you know, I just looked up the reservations, and yes, we have you guys coming in a day early. So
Okay, good. I knew we confirmed it that way. I just want to make sure.
yeah, no problem.
Excellent.
Look forward to it.
All right.
Okay.
Again, anything that comes up between now and the trip, you just give us a call. We know Michael and we're there all the time. We answer any questions you guys have.
Okay, Anthony, I do have one question. This
Sure.
is Janine.
Yes.
What tickets should we have in our apps on our phones?
Okay. So I know that you guys, you personally have your Cub tickets and your Red Sox tickets, correct?
No,
Oh.
the only things we have are Yankee game and one ticket to the Yankee Stadium tour.
All
And
right.
then we do have, nope, that's it.
Yeah, because it looks well, on my end, it looks like the Red Sox and the Cubs were already accepted into your ballpark app, and it's the Yankee tickets and the White Sox tickets from Ticketmaster that were not accepted yet. So what I will do is let me do some digging, and I can give you guys a call tomorrow, and we can walk through everything and try to get it straightened out. Again, not a big deal. We have all the tickets on my phone as well, so we can work it out.
Okay,
All right, and that gives us a chance to double check on our end.
Yeah, double check everything on the app, and then like I said, I'll work on my end as well.
okay.
Okay, and then we'll just, whatever time works for you tomorrow is fine with us.
Okay, yeah, probably I get in at 9, so by 10 o'clock I should have an answer. So yeah, let me look. I'll give you a call around 10 o'clock.
Okay, that's
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
East Coast time,
Oh yeah, no, where are you guys located?
Central.
All
Yeah,
right, so
because you're in Arkansas, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
I'll do 10 o'clock your time. How about that?
Okay, sounds good to me.
All right. And anything else from anyone? All right. If there's no other questions, we're going to go ahead and say goodnight for the evening. But as Anthony said, and I'll reiterate, please don't hesitate to reach out if you do have any questions, whether it be by phone or by email. Just let us know, and we're here to assist. But thank you, and have a great evening.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
See ya.
Bye.